30 in the middle of the day, and then at night it could go down close to freezing. They're cold-blooded animals. What happens to a cold-blooded animal? He needs to regulate his body. He'd burn up at 130, and he'd freeze to death at 32. So what do? They're smarter than the average bear, these guys, right? They know how to live in that environment because nature gave them those great claws. It's nothing but sand. They don't dig straight down. Don't touch his face while he's eating, sorry. No petting while he's eating. They're just jumping away. The tortoise would never bite you, but you put your finger in his mouth, you might clamp on it, right?
I would like to feed
You gonna stay here with me? Can you stay here with us?
Sure.
Thank you. Hold on. I want to make sure we have safety first, right?
Off the wood, yeah.
Yeah, he's helping me feed him, and
Yeah, he's hungry, right?
nobody can pet his head while he's eating, right?
I would like to feed it.
So what happens in the Sahara Desert is he digs not straight down, that would be ridiculous. He goes off on an angle, and they can go down 30, 40, 50 feet, and he makes a burrow. So he comes out in the middle of, in the morning, at dawn, he'll come up to the top, and he'll eat all the grass and all the hay. But he's really smart. He never consumes the entire plant. You ever go to a barnyard and see where the goats are, and there's nothing but dirt? They reach through and they eat every little thing. They kick up the roots, and they eat the root of the plant. They destroy it, right? These animals
My Uncle
nibble.
Paul used to have goats.
They nibble, and take a little bit of each plant, and they nibble and they walk. They nibble and they walk. They'll walk hundreds of yards a day all around their burrow. And you know what they do? They eat nothing but greens and hay and things that make you move your bowel. Sure. You can. You want to let him up? Yeah. You're just touching his shell, though. Come on up and you can take a look. He actually grows his own garden because when he has the vegetation go through his digestive system, like the birds and bats, same thing, it comes out in his excrement. It's the moisture that the plant needs to form a root ball and survive in the sand. It needs that, what they call it in the garden center, horse manure, right? Tortoise manure is just as good, and it allows that plant to grow. So if you go to the Sahara Desert and you see a place where there's a lot of vegetation, I bet you there's a tortoise hole right in the middle, because he builds a garden. And he comes out in the morning, and he goes back when it gets hot, and he comes out at dusk, and he goes back when it gets cold. And that's called a crepuscular behavior. He's not diurnal like us. We're up during the day. He's not nocturnal like an owl and a bat. He's active at day, at dawn, and at dusk. Very few animals can have that. And somehow, even nothing but raw material like that, they live 150 years in incredibly hostile environments. So I tip my hat to the tortoises. What's the problem in that area of the world?
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
For the most part, there's too many people, there's not enough food for them to eat. They can't figure out how to grow it like the tortoise does.
I wonder if this is human food.
And little by little, these animals are starting to disappear. Where we see them in great numbers, unfortunately, is in the pet trade. And these are absolutely, God, they're the worst
All
pets
done
going.
eating,
I get
okay?
these things,
And now we're
I
just
get
going to
green
do one
waters,
at a time on his
big
back,
snakes, people
okay?
bought in Florida, alligators, and cicada certified African tortoises. Why? Because people think if you keep him in a small cage, he's not going to get bit. I've ridden these tortoises. I've sat on them and they took me across the lawn. They get humongous. And they don't stop. They never stop.
Trying to get a better angle.
You can go around the other side,
So it's
okay?
not a good thing to buy one. The American Tortoise Society makes you get a will if you buy a tortoise and put it in your soon-to-be-born grandchildren's will. Even if you don't have one yet. You're not even married, you don't have a child yet. Put it in your grandparents, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, because that's how long they're going to live. The tortoises will be here for that long if kept properly. So a great animal, but I'm constantly rescuing them. And I'm always trying to get people to
So,
buy it. It makes a little more
after
sense.
he's done
This one's
eating,
probably 3 or 4
then
years
we'll
old.
pet him.
Started out the size of 4. I could sell them all day because they're so cute. Everybody wants one. But who wants to do that? It's just going to perpetuate the problem. Anybody wants to think about buying a turtle or a tortoise, please come talk to us at Jungle Bob's, because we can steer you in the right direction as we've been doing for all those years. It looks like you enjoyed that, huh?
Yeah, you covered it right.
Any other kids didn't get a chance to watch the tortoise eat?
I did.
Fresh kale, a perfect advertisement.
Collard greens.
Collard greens.
That turtle's stomach is like a black hole.
It just keeps going, man. But sooner or later, you're in the right angle, and you'll see it come out the other side, I promise.
Oh no, we are not looking at that.
You're in the right spot.
Of course.
Can I have a turn with that thing?
Turn for Sam, Jungle Bob?
Here.
Yeah. There. Okay. Okay, you come up next.
I'll be taking
Put it
one
in
of
a
these.
tag. Hold on a minute.
Okay, that's more
Everybody
like
can
it.
take a couple
Yeah, he's not
minutes.
gonna eat everybody's.
Put your feet back a little bit. Okay.
You can do this.
Put back a little
Mine
bit.
goes first.
Well, you guys are messing around with that little
Go ahead,
tortoise.
Sam.
What's
Go
your name?
ahead.
I won't touch it.
Yes, Grandma, I
Let's
gotta
see if
feed it to
Robbie
him.
Full. He's
He
probably.
might. Oh, he's got you, Sam. He's got you. Hold on.
Turtle.
You like him?
Okay.
A couple minutes, and then we're gonna give this young lady a turn, okay? See him opening his mouth really wide to get there? I don't know, watch out Jungle Bob and you'll
You
see,
never know
okay?
what's in the mystery box when Jungle Bob's in town.
Step back a little bit and let's let her do it, okay? Step yours back. You wanna keep holding it for a minute? Let's see. Your turn next.
If anybody's been on my website or seen anything about our company, you'll know the next animal because he's fairly famous. He's been on Stephen Colbert, he's friends with Rosanna Scotto from Good Day New York. Michael Strahan ran when he saw him, 6'8", the guy took off. He couldn't deal with poor good old Castro. Castro's got his own Facebook site, and he's the star of the show at Jungle Bob's Reptile World in Selden. So, at 24 years old, give a big hand.
Holy cow! Killer monster!
And you're going to feel it, Greg. Because you're so good. Same thing, hold on, hold on, I want Greg to get a chance. Well, you're just going to hold it kind of right there, and then he'll figure it out. You got a wilty collard green there, what happened?
An iguana?
An iguana, but not any old iguana. He's a Cuban iguana.
Where's your mommy?
Oh,
Why don't you
you
ask
seen
her to
it
pick you
now.
up a little bit, okay?
Cuban as in marine?
Cuban as in the island of Cuba, like Fidel Castro, Cuba. That's where they're native to.
He looks like an old iguanodon. Or a dinosaur.
Let's just pick him up.
Excuse me?
Too many hands in his face, he doesn't know what's going on.
Can we pet it?
Not yet, I want to see if he wants to eat something.
That looks like picky.
No, doesn't look interested. Okay, let's back up with the collard greens. I guess he doesn't want to. Those who want to touch my man Castro, my boy Castro, here, we go down the side. So everybody take a chance, take a turn, and then just let somebody else try, okay? We don't all bunch of it.
His skull's as hard as a rock.
Hard as a rock.
And the spines are really...
Well, this part here is really fuzzy.
Excuse me.
Smooth like leather.
He's alive, man. You don't want to knock him in the head.
It's a real person. It's a real.
They look different than the one in the pictures.
Just take video, Kyle.
That's okay. Oh, I think you've seen yours now, Sam.
What a face.
Castro, the Cuban iguana. Not the green iguanas you see at some of the other pet stores. Those are tree lizards, right? Our green iguanas like to be up in a tree. They're arboreal in nature. Where Castro lives on the beaches in Cuba. And he's used to looking up at people. He's not a stranger.
Like it, St. Mark?
Yeah, but the green ones don't make the best pets because they get very big and they like a tree. You gotta put a tree in your house, right? You gotta put an 8-foot tree in your house and they like to sit up there.
Is he in any relation to the dinosaurs?
No, he's a reptile. He was around before the dinosaurs were here. They left, he's still here.
That makes him immortal.
200 million years. No, nothing's immortal. Yeah, every Caribbean island has they're called, in the wild they're defensive, yeah. This is the last guy I have here. They're endemic to certain islands. There's one in the Caymans, it's very similar, but he's got bluish tint to it. The West Indies and the Dominican Republic, he just doesn't mind, is the right word. He doesn't mind. It's not like a dog where he's you're petting me and you get excited. He just doesn't, he tolerates it. to a point.
And then he'll say enough. You
Diplodocus
close to him. He's a wild animal now.
He's not wild. He's passionate. Tamed.
He's wild and crazy animal.
Kai, Kai, down, sit down. Kyle, Kyle.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna walk around with him so everybody else who didn't see him gets a
But I didn't get the chance to feed the turtle.
Yeah, you can try again. We'll continue.
The turtle's full.
Let's go around here if you want to keep on your.
Yeah, please don't, yeah.
Could I have a turn with feeding the turtle?
Not from behind, so you have to come around.
Oh, right. A line.
Go sit down. Give me this or I'm gonna.
Come on, let me have a
Janet,
chance to
listen
feed the
me.
turtle.
Listen to me.